And it's your boy AJ Trip, and welcome to another edition of The Word According to Me. Tonight, I'm telling you about Iron Man 3. I went to go see it today. Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell some things about the movie, if you haven't seen it, that may ruin it for you. So, if you don't want to see it, you can stop the video right now. 3, 2, 1. I messed up there, but done. Okay? So, now I'm going to tell you about the movie. So, Iron Man 3 is, of course, the third installment of the trilogy, Iron Man trilogy. Now, I was going into this expecting this to be the most great movie of all time. After the Avengers, I just thought they were just going to spit out, great movie after great movie. And all of it was going to be as epic as the Avengers was. Well, I was a little bit disappointed. And maybe I went in there going into it thinking too much. Maybe I had too much optimism for it. It was still a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Still a great movie. But there were some things that I didn't particularly like. For instance, the Mandarin, right? We were all supposed to think that the Mandarin was played by Ben Kingsley, right? Sir Ben Kingsley, the great actor. And just he was supposed to be, the man with the 10 rings. And, if you know about the Iron Man stuff and Mandarin, he's got these 10 power rings and things like that. So it was supposed to be all disposed of this. The pictures were him holding the 10 rings, the previews. And the way they had it going is that he was actually an actor who was pretending to be the Mandarin, when actually the Mandarin was this other guy from AIM, so that was a disappointment. I didn't like that bait and switch. I wanted Ben Kingsley to be the Mandarin. I thought it was going to be epic, and the 10 power rings were going to come into effect, but none of that even happened. So, let's see. Rhodey, the Iron Patriot. I kind of like the fact that it was the Iron Patriot instead of War Machine. I like that. I like the way they did that, and I like the way they, he was almost really. I was even in the movie, but it was very cool. I think the way they did that. I think it was cool how they infected him into the movies and everything like that, and I enjoyed it. I thought the beginning of it, the start of the movie was pretty. I thought it was pretty good. When he was going, when you saw that Ben Kingsley was actually the Mandarin, in the way that it was going and everything like that. In the way they had it, I thought was totally awesome. And I'm not a really big fan of Gwyneth Paltrow, the person. But I think she's perfect in this role as Pepper Potts, and I thought she was awesome. She got into the act, fighting and everything, so I thought that was pretty nice. They had this. This is almost like this is supposed to be the first movie. You know what I'm saying? They kind of had Iron Man, going through all this other stuff, and and he was gone and. He went to Tennessee somehow and met this kid and everything like that. So, like I said, it was a good movie. I was expecting, all-time classic. It really was. A third trilogy in the movie. I was expecting an all-time classic. It just didn't happen, unfortunately. But like I said, still a good movie. I still would say, everybody, if you love superhero movies, you love Iron Man, love Robert Downey Jr., go see it. That's one thing I will say. Robert Downey Jr. has this guy down packed. This is a guy who needs to get awards for playing Tony Stark. That's just the way it was. The one thing I would not spoil for you is as always with these Marvel movies, you should sit through the credits and wait to the end to see what happens. It's a surprise there, and it's a very nice surprise. I don't think it's an epic surprise, but it's a nice surprise, and so of course you'll get that. I was of course expecting maybe another preview, something like that. Oh, and another thing, also it almost seems as if Tony Stark kind of hung up the Iron Man, if you will say. You know, he had Jarvis destroy all the Iron Man suits, and and he kind of, he had the shrapnel taken out of his chest, and he had the plate taken out. So it was yeah, that was a little disappointing too. I kind of wanted to see him, continue this, because if there's gonna be an Avengers 2 movie, and there supposedly is. Don't you think Iron Man should be in there? So no, maybe he'll put on the suit again. He just won't have the thing in his chest. So I'm not sure. So let's go back and review my review of Iron Man 3. Good, not great, not epic, nothing like that. It's good. Disappointing about how they did Sir Ben Kingsley and the Mandarin and everything like that. The other guy I was talking about, the guy from AIM, is Guy Pearce. I know the name. I've never seen him before, but yeah, he was pretty good. So I thought, that again, like I said, it would be a good movie, not great. We recommend to go see it. And up next in these Marvel movies is Thor, coming out later this fall. And if you've seen the preview of Thor, excuse me, you can go check YouTube up on here. They're up there. So, and I think Thor. And I'm thinking, I thought that Thor might be epic, but now I'm wondering. But it ain't gonna stop me from going to see it. I'm still gonna go see Thor. Better believe that. But to wrap this up, again, I've said it, 5 or 6 times now. Good movie, not great movie. We recommend you go see it. So, what's coming up next is I have no idea. Be very honest with you. I have no idea what's coming up next for here. I'm going to try to keep doing this more often, like I said in the last video, but I'm not sure what my next thought would be. I think, there are a lot of things going on that I think, there's in NBA playoffs. I talk a lot about sports. If you've seen my other videos, I talk a lot about sports. There are a lot of social issues I think I could talk about too. Things like that. I think you should check my written blog. Is at atriplet20.blogspot.com. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm going to do a lot of writing blogs too. And I'm going to start to get personal on there, talk about me and my personal life. So you should go there. Follow me on Twitter at atriplet20. I tweet pretty often. I tweet as if I'm famous, and I do this blog as if I'm famous. So, but I think I tweet out some funny stuff. You might enjoy it. So, once again, it's your boy AJ Trip. I gotta stop calling myself that. It's AJ Trip. I could just say it's your boy atriplet20. How about that? It's your boy atriplet20. Right here with the word according to me. And I'm done.